But moving on to another game, maybe the game of the week. Ohio State and Texas, two young quarterbacks going at it with two great defenses. Matt Patricia's debut with the Ohio State Buckeyes, and he gave them a lot of fits. Matt, you grew up in New England, watching Patricia's defenses a lot. Kind of speak on him, how important he was, not only to kind of shake up a young quarterback in Arch Manning, but the looks that he gives to some of these teams, and how impressive is it that Matt Patricia in his first game kind of puts that Texas offense down?
Yeah, I think, big time environment for two quarterbacks who really do not have any type of real experience playing in that environment. Matty P and he is everything that people say about him. He's a football guy through and through. Actually, my dad's one of my dad's best friends played with him in college, and Matt Patricia was his captain and up at RPI. And so Matt didn't play big time college football, but what I will say is he learned how to be gritty, how he learned to play it. He learned to play a style of football that may not be the prettiest, but it's going to get you a win. And you saw it in the Patriots Super Bowl against the Rams a few years back when he was okay with being like, all right, we're just going to put the entire game plan on shutting down Jared Goff and force them to run, or shutting down the run game of the Rams and force Jared Goff to beat us. And Jared Goff could not beat them. Obviously, that's why the Rams ended up moving on from Goff, and the rest is history. Stafford comes in, they win a Super Bowl. Matt Patricia is the reason that the NFL looks the way it does right now. Jared Goff in Detroit, with Matt Stafford having won a Super Bowl in LA, that is because of Matt Patricia. His less attractive defensive brand of football has changed the way that we view the sport right now. And I think he saw a little bit of that with the edge rushers being so important. Whether they were in on the play on Arch or not, they were in his face. Arch had to think every single play about these guys coming off the edge, and his internal clock just was not there, right? I haven't gotten to go back and watch this game in its entirety yet, but every single play that I've seen so far, Arch did not have the same kind of composure. And granted, against Louisiana Monroe last year in that start, he was not as composed as a Texas quarterback or as an FBS quarterback should be. But against Ohio State, I mean, it was a little bit shaky. Not enough to cause concern for what his career is going to be. I think I'll be just fine. But what Matt Patricia did is he realized he was going against a young quarterback. He was going against an inexperienced guy. If he can put in, even if they weren't real packages to go after him, if he can at least design a package to make it look like they're coming after him, he can drop an extra guy into coverage, spy Arch in case he wants to run the football, and you're set. And that's really, from everything that I've seen so far from that game, that's what he did. You asked about Matt's style with the Patriots. Like I think when his lone responsibility is calling defensive plays and dealing with the defense, he's really good. When he has extra responsibilities, you saw it in Detroit. You've seen him as an offensive guy actually at one point as well. It's just not the same. He gets defenses. He gets how they work. I think Ohio State has a gem there. Ryan Day is thanking his lucky stars that he has him. I mean, and granted, like, he's had great defensive play callers in the past. Like, this isn't anything new. But Matt Patricia is special, and he wants to prove that he's still got it. I got the opportunity to talk to him last year, actually, very briefly. With the way that he was talking, I didn't know if he was actually ever considering going to be, but I saw him in a college football environment, if he was ever going to consider going into the college ranks again, but he decided to do it, and I think it was the right decision.
Yeah, one of the big story coming out of this game, it seems like, is everybody's kind of overreacting about Arch Manning here. Just to read his stats off, he went 17 for 30 with 170 yards, one touchdown and one pick against arguably the best defense in college football. That remains to be seen. But what do you say on Arch's future, specifically this season, going on from this big game?
He'll be fine. I'm not worried about Arch Manning. Everyone can say what they want about where he went to high school. Peyton went there. Eli went there. Odell Beckham went there. He was playing against nobodies. I get it. But he was also playing at a place that understands how to produce some of the greatest football talent that we've ever seen. He's going to be okay. He was going against Ohio State. I think we all have to really relax. He was going against a guy who's won multiple Super Bowls, one of the greatest defensive play callers in our generation, maybe the greatest defensive play caller in our generation. I don't know how much you can really expect out of this guy. Yeah, his name is a Manning, and that really has not served him great so far in his career. But let me tell you something. I think this guy's not just overhyped because of his last name. And anyone who says that, they're dumb. He's got some serious talent. If you just got to watch the tape, watch what he's done in his past, even at a low level in high school. He looks like a man amongst boys as a sophomore in high school. Like he's got some serious skill. He's got to take time. It takes time to get a quarterback going. And I think when Archie made these comments earlier in the offseason, his grandfather's namesake, about he's going to wait to go off into this next draft, I think Archie sees that little Arch needs some time to develop. And there's nothing wrong with that, especially in this day and age when you've got seventh year quarterbacks who are going to be starting in the NFL midway through the season, like seventh year college quarterbacks, right? As rookies, they're 25 years old, like 26-year-old rookies. It's like Brandon Whedon a couple years ago. But for Arch, I mean, he would be 22, 23 coming out of college at that point if he decides to wait. And I don't think it's a bad idea. I mean, Sark obviously would love to have him for an extra year, but no, he's gonna be completely fine. I think I would not have too many worries about Arch Manning going forward.
Yeah, just touching back on that defense of Matt Patricia, he's able to run that NFL sort of defense because of the personnel that he has. He has one of the best safeties, if not the best safety or defensive player in the country in Caleb Downs. He's got two returning cornerbacks, and it's Ohio State. They bring in a lot of guys on the defense specifically that are good. But so